You ever walk into a room and feel like a ghost, like you could leave and nobody would even notice? Yeah, that's the garbage feeling. Let's fix that today. We're not talking about just getting noticed. We're talking about becoming the guy they can't forget, the one whose name comes up even when he ain't there. That's real power. See, most guys think it's about being the loudest dude in the room. Big mistake. The loudest dude is usually the most insecure. Or they think it's about having the flashiest watch, the fanciest car. That gets you attention, sure, but it's temporary. It's the attention of a magpie, attracted to shiny things. The moment a shinier thing comes along, poof, you're forgotten. That's not respect. That's just being a distraction. We're building something different. We're building a reputation, a presence, something solid. It starts with how you carry yourself. Look at how most people walk. Head down, staring at their phone, shoulders slumped. They're trying to take up as little space as possible. They're apologizing for their own existence without even saying a word. Your first job is to stop doing that. Right now. Shoulders back, head up. Look at the world around you. Make eye contact with people. Not in a creepy, staring contest way. Just a simple, confident glance and nod. You're acknowledging them, and more importantly, you're showing that you're not afraid to be seen. You're present. You belong here. This simple shift in body language sends a signal to your own brain and to everyone else as, this person is not a background character. This is somebody. Next up, your words. How many times have you heard someone start a sentence with, sorry to bother you, but, or I could be wrong, but, stop it. Cut it out. You're killing your own authority before you even get to your point. When you speak, speak with conviction. Even if you're asking a question, ask it like you have a right to know the answer. Own your opinions. If you believe something, say it. Don't water it down to make everyone comfortable. Now, this doesn't mean be a jerk. There's a big difference between being confident and being an arrogant loudmouth. The key is value. Everything you do, everything you say, should ideally bring some kind of value to the situation. Sometimes the most valuable thing you can do is shut up and listen. Really listen. Not just waiting for your turn to talk. When someone is talking to you, put your phone away. Look at them, hear what they're actually saying, ask follow-up questions. People are starving to be heard, the guy who truly listens. Who makes someone feel like they are the most important person in the world for those 5 minutes. That guy is unforgettable. He's a rock in a sea of noise. Everyone else is just screaming about themselves. You're the one who built a connection. And hey, if you're finding this useful, and you want to stop being a ghost and start being a presence, do me a favor. Hit that like button. It tells the algorithm that we're doing something right over here. Drop a comment below and tell me one thing you're going to change after watching this. Let's get this conversation started. Alright. Let's talk about competence. You want to be remembered? Be good at something. I don't care what it is. Be the guy who can fix any computer, the guy who knows the best place to get a steak, the guy who can tell a story that has the whole room hanging on every word. Be reliable. When you say you're going to do something, do it. Period. No excuses. Your word has to be gold. This builds trust, and trust is the foundation of any real influence. When people trust you, they listen to you. They come to you for advice. They remember you because you're a source of solutions, not a source of problems. The world is full of flakes who talk a big game and never deliver. Don't be one of them. Be the guy who gets things done. Your actions will speak louder than any boast ever could. Let's also get rid of this need for approval. The desperate desire to have everyone like you makes you weak. It makes you a people pleaser. And people pleasers are never respected. They're used. You'll bend over backward, change your opinions, and hide your true self just for a pat on the back. And you know what they'll call you when you're not around? A pushover. You have to be okay with some people not liking you. In fact, if everyone likes you, you're probably doing something wrong. You're being too vanilla. You have no edge. A memorable man has opinions. He has standards. He has boundaries. He's not afraid to say no. That no is more powerful than 1,000 yeses. It shows you value your own time, your own energy. It shows you have a spine. People respect a spine. even if they don't like the decision you made. Think about it. Who do you remember more? The guy who agreed with everything you said, or the guy who challenged you, made you think, and stood his ground respectfully? The challenge is what sticks. The challenge creates an impression. Let's touch on humor, too. A man who can't laugh at himself is brittle. He's insecure. Being able to find the humor in a situation, especially when things go wrong, is a superpower. It shows you're in control, you're not rattled by chaos, you can take a hit and smile. It puts everyone else at ease. A well-timed, witty comment is remembered long after a boring conversation is forgotten. It's not about telling jokes like a stand-up comedian. It's about having a light touch. It's about not taking everything so damn seriously. So, let's put it all together. You walk into the room with purpose. Head up, shoulders back. You make calm, confident eye contact. You don't speak just to fill the silence, but when you do, your words have weight and value. You listen more than you talk, making the other person feel seen. You are ridiculously good at what you do, and your word is your bond. You aren't afraid to disagree or say no, because your self-respect is more important than universal approval. And you can crack a smile and make a joke when the pressure is on. That's not a ghost. That's a presence. That's the man they talk about after he's left the building. It's not about a magic trick. It's a code. A set of principles you live by every single day until it becomes second nature. It's not about faking it. It's about building it, brick by brick. You start today. You stop apologizing for existing. You start owning your space. This is the foundation. We're just getting started here at the VORY Code. There are layers to this game, and we're going to peel them all back. If you're serious about this, and you don't want to miss the next piece of the puzzle, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell. You don't want to be the one who gets left behind. Trust me. See you in the next one.